Check 1 2 1 2 meow mix meow mix. Check 1 2 1 2 meow mix meow mix. What's up, baby? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back. Glad you made it. It's another So-So production. It is Friday, February 11th, 2022. Ladies and gents, boys and girls, things are happening. It is an exciting time to be alive. I'm super happy. First of all, it's Friday, which means it's the weekend. It's almost the weekend, right? It's weekend vibes, baby. But that's what we do around here. Just want to have fun, spread the love, spread the joy, talk about our feelings, talk about our thoughts. Get around. It's a mixed bag in here, baby. That's what we do around here. If you've been a long time listener and viewer to the show, thank you very much. If you're joining me today, buckle up. Hit those follow buttons, subscribe if you like, check out Patreon, Instagram, YouTube, wherever you want to catch it, and spread it, baby, spread it. You be that super spreader. And this right here is it's the underground show, baby. It's the biggest, smallest underground show there is. We're spreading like wildfire around here. No one can stop us. Literally no one can stop us at this point. Accumulating speed. Getting better, faster, stronger. Hopefully, man, that's the aim. That's all we can do. That's all we can do. But today, I want to talk about the underlying theme of today. Okay? Let's get it right in there. I'm going to talk about love. Love, the cornerstone of mankind, of civilization. The first initial foundational necessity for a successful, thriving species. What is it? It's not money, it's not utilities, it's not material object. What is it? It's love, baby. You already know what it is. It's love. And it's Valentine's weekend. It is, I believe it's the 14th, falls on Monday, so it's Valentine's weekend. Monday's the actual holiday, but that's what it is. Probably, I bet a lot of folks are going to be celebrating now. Mind you, you can celebrate love and Valentine's Day in different ways, different formats, you know? But let's take it back. Let's take it back, all the way back. Let's get to know the man a little bit. Let's get to know the man behind the holiday. S.T. Valentine, commonly known as Street Valentine. Fellow who used to, apparently, allegedly, and there are different stories. Do your own research. This fella used to go around, man, when they outlawed love. They outlawed love and marriage. For some reason, man, I think it was noted that if you were to be single, you'd make a better soldier at the time. We're talking medieval times. Medieval times, you know, times where people are jumping on horses, bow and arrow in it. And we'll get to the bow and arrows as well, but Street Valentine was this fella who was a fan of love. He wanted to love. He was a lover. He wasn't a fighter. He was, if you're like asking yourself what kind of fella was Street Valentine. Street Valentine was a lover, man. Spreading peace. He wanted people to get married, stay at home. Not stay at home like the way we're staying, or we've been. We're getting out now, but not the way we've stayed. Stay within the family. Don't go off to war, essentially. What it's like, have a couple of babies. Grapple with that, won't you? Instead of trying to fix things in other places. You know, focus on your end and front. And that's what it is, man. Somebody outlawed marriage and love for desires motivated by, you know, warmongering and all that, gents. St. Valentine's, or Street Valentines, if you want to call them that, came in and said, no, we ain't gonna have any of this. And, you know, they had to go around and sneak around. What he'd do, he was kind of, if I'm not mistaken, he was also, you know, Street Valentine would just be, you know, hustling and grinding on the streets, but in the downtime, he had a side hustle. He would go and perform marriages and act as a priest of sorts. But they had to do it back. So you got to realize you can't do things in the broad daylight. You can't just, if you're gonna go and outlaw marriages and love and babies, you got to find better ways. You had to go around in the evening time, you know, after hours. Come, when should I come? When the sun sets. You know, when the sun sets. Meet me under the bridge. Elope if you have to. But it was risky business, man, because sometimes, you know, you'd be sneaking around and it was nighttime and you'd be worried because there was heavy consequences. What would happen? You'd go up there and you get married, and then next day, early in the morning, you realize, oh, what's this? This isn't the bride that I picked. This isn't the lady that I fell in love with. What happened? Got married in the dark, bro. There were no lights, barely any candles. Don't even get me started on hygiene, but you know, lack of preparations, lack of tools. But you had to make it work. Back then, it was just like, it wasn't, you couldn't just get married and get divorced and then married and divorced. It was just like you get married, you have a baby, and you know, if all goes well, you live to the ripe old age of 35, and then max 40. By that time, you'd be like a great grandparent, and then sayonara. You know, you'd peace out and then come back, do it all over again, if you believe in that. All sort of things happen, man. People would, you know, you get a wrong bride. Sometimes you'd go in there and it wasn't like, you don't have we get so used to the nice amenities that we've got today, but back then you'd go in there, it's dark, you go in there thinking you got your wife in hand, you know, hand in hand with your wife or your husband. Next thing you know, you're going into a barn, coming out, marrying a sheep. And now you got to stay committed. You don't want to look like a bad person in the village. You know, gotta maintain face. That's how it was. I think, dude. You could do your own research, read into it. Street Valentine, man, always spreading love. They say he wrote his first love letter, and that was the first, you know, greeting. Some say it got mixed. You know, some people want to get really like conspiratorial and be like, man, don't give in to love, man. Don't give in to Valentine's Day, man. That's big card business. That's the Hallmark business right there. And to that I say there's probably a little bit of truth in everything, but you know, take away the materialistic aspects of things. Love's love, man. Love is what makes this world go round. Matter of fact, love is the fuel that fills this engine of this ship, the one that you and I are on. Love is that fuel, baby. Let love guide you. Let love be your North Star is what I'm telling myself. And especially after what we've been all dealing with for the past 2 years. My God, the past 2 years. Things have been intense, but things are getting better. Things are getting better. People have been in a slumber. They're coming out of their, we're awakening now. We're awakening now. It's time to rise up and get after it. So get after it with love. That's what I want to say. And I don't know what I'm saying most of the times. Sometimes you'll catch me saying something that makes a little bit of sense, you know, and that's what it is. But sometimes it's just we're sharing and learning. But I want to remind myself to approach things moving forward again. You gotta, because every day's practice, baby. I know some people are OG naturals. They can just, you know, show up to the burger joint and flip that burger like they've been flipping it since they came out their mom's womb. Or, you know, somebody might just come out and start drifting the first day they get behind the wheel. Or like, how'd you know that? I'm an au natural type of fellow or lady is what they'll say. But you got to incorporate love into whatever you do, man. That's what I'm trying to, especially after what do we go through, man? It's going to take us so much time to just make sense of it all, but we're doing it together, which makes me optimistic, which makes me happy. Makes me think that I'm not alone. I know I'm not alone. I know you guys aren't alone. I got you, you got me, doing gang activity here. And we're always going to remember, we're going to approach things with what? Fucking love, baby. That's what it is. So go ahead and, you know, open up your heart. If your heart's been opened, if you're in a relationship, keep that relationship tight, baby. Keep it tight. How do you keep that relationship tight? I'm going to give you guys some wild advice. You want to keep that relationship going till eternity, till the end of time. Every once in a while, you're provided with an opportunity to do a little something different, or a little bit something extra. Again, this is some wild advice. I'm no expert, but it is Valentine's Day. It's that time of year. Spice it up. How do you spice it up, baby? Sure, you can resort to outsourcing, bringing in sriracha, but that's gonna burn. Keep the realm separated. What am I talking about? You want to keep that love burning, baby? Men, women, men, women. All the different types of people doing it. You want to keep that relationship going? Go down. Take a trip downtown, baby. Let's get wild and out there. You want to surprise your gal, surprise your man. Go downtown. Take a trip downtown. And I'm not talking about like you'd normally go downtown, dude. Ladies, go downtown and camp out there. Go downtown and pull up, really pull up. Because it's always been, sure, I'll pull downtown. I want to spend a little bit of time downtown, but never with the intention of, you know what, we're going, treat it like it's a campaign. Treat it like it's you got a mission. You got a mission, whatever. Pretend you're digging for that liquid black gold, dude. Pretend you're fracking. Ow. Pretend you're fracking. Stay there. For hours on end, too. Don't make it like a 5 minute. Stay there. I'm like, take scuba diving gear, dude. Ladies, camp out. Be ready. Take whatever you need. Take a power bar if you need to. Take a couple of bottles of Gatorade if you need to. Go and stay there. What's the rush? It's Valentine's Day. Ain't no rush on Valentine's Day. It's the day of love. It's the day of making babies, I think. Portion of it. You know, we're not going to get into that. If you want to use protection. But what I'm saying, if you want to reinforce that love, go downtown and stay downtown. You heard it here first. Saving relationships, one relationship advice at a time, baby. Doing it. You ain't going to hear this anywhere else. Everybody likes to beat around the bush. Here we get down to the nitty gritty, the deets. You're welcome. What I'm trying to say is, and without getting, too much into the detail, I'll leave the rest of it to your imaginations. But go down there and stay down there, man. Do it properly, ladies, men, ladies, for each other, for that relationship. Because with the relationship, this is the power of the relationship, Doing things on a regular, if you're doing it by yourself, that's fine. That's completely fine. And I'm saying all these things sort of like mentally. I've been working on myself little by little, every day, just chiseling away, trying to work on it. But what I realize is that, when you're by yourself, you're dealing with maybe a few worlds at a time. Does that make sense? Well, let's get into it. Let's unpack it. A few worlds. What do I mean? If you're by yourself, you got, at least 2-3 worlds that you're dealing with. You're dealing with your inner world, the headspace, the mentals, the thoughts. Talking about thoughts, baby. Emotions, things that reside on the interior. And then you got your physicality, your exterior, things that are your body's moving, you're going here and there, you're in contact with objects, places, people, pets, man. Met a cute pup yesterday, but I'm not going to get distracted. And then, some might tap into also their higher self, whatever that means as well, your best self, your soul self, if that makes sense. Again, trying to use words to make sense of this human experience that we're having, right? So you're dealing with 2-3 worlds if you're single. Now, what happens once you decide to go and, link up with somebody? What happens when you link up with somebody? I'll tell you what happens. You get twice the worlds, 2-3 times the worlds that now you're dealing with. So guess what? You're now dealing with your inner self, your exterior, physical self, the combination of that bad boy right there, whatever you want to call it, the spiritual, the soul level, deep down insides, outsides, mixed. But then you get somebody else involved. What do you have? Now you're experiencing their inner world, and vice versa. Of course, this is a two-way street, baby. Experiencing their physical world, beautiful, extra world, extra realm. And then you're also dealing with their spiritual or soul being as well. So now we're dealing with two people. So it's just easy math, right? 1 + 1 = 2. I get it. When it comes to math, like fucking up until like 4th, 5th grade math, fucking rocket, baby. We'll knock it out of the park anytime. Anything above that might need a little bit of a refresher, but simple numbers: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You got the physical, you got the spiritual, you got the mental, right? And then you mix them together, 6 different realms. But also, you just became a new species, or an entity at least, not a new species, or depends how long you latch on to each other. I mean, if you're latching on and not letting go and going into the streets like that, just creepy crawling all over the place, what is that? It's a giant tarantula. It's a human centipede. It is love in its most basic form. Some say complex form, depends how you look at it. Here we're always about the glass half full. But what I'm trying to say is that you create something special between your physicality, your mentality, your spirituality. You link up with somebody else. There's that, and then there's the entity that is the relation, the ship of the relation, baby. All of a sudden now you're on the 7th realm. You're on new vibrations now. You feel like, what is this? I feel like, especially if you spend a lot of time with somebody, man, you know what I'm talking about, right? Some of you guys might know what I'm talking about. Some of you guys might have not experienced it, but it is good to experience love, and that's what it is. All of a sudden you're like, man, where's my other half? Where's that person that I spend time with that gets me, that I get them? And then there's that thing that is you, and that's the combination of the both of yous. When you're separate, you're still you and all that jazz. But when you're together, man, it's like another entity's right there. What is that? It's them. It's you. That's what it is, and that's beautiful, man. If you're ready for that stuff, of course. This is not something, I'm not trying to out here like perform, or rather not perform. My bad. I wanted to say I'm not here to promote anything, don't go out there trying new things just because some guy said so on the internet. Or you do that. Up to you. It's your life. I'm just saying, man. Been thinking, been contemplating. I think, yeah. Heart's been open, dude. Heart's been open. It's been a little bit of a downtime for me, not gonna lie to you guys. Been mainly focused on the work and the doing everything and all that stuff. And given the unfortunately or fortunately, everything works out at the end of the day. But it's been with the restrictions and the limitations. I bet it is difficult for a lot of people to just meet new people. But we'll get out there. We'll mingle. We'll find each other, you and I. We're gonna do great things together, and we're gonna do it with love. That's what it is, baby. Because a lot of times we get distracted with this, that, and the other, and then we start, picking at things. We forget everything else, and we focus on like one thing. And it's easy to lose focus. It's easy to be like, why am I doing the things that I'm doing? Well, you gotta have love, baby. That's what it is. Love is like that nature's mysterious little shaman, casting a spell on people. But it's a beautiful spell if you give into it with the right person at the right time. My God, the sparks go flying. It's beautiful. When that little shaman comes around, man, All of a sudden sparks are flying. All of a sudden you're losing all senses. What's going on? Feeling something inside. Ooh, wee, golly. Feels good. Feels scary. Maybe, causing a little bit of anxiety. Giving you that old butterfly effect in the tummy, baby. Oh, what's this? I got butterflies in my tummy. Quit eating insects, dude. What are you doing? They're promoting it, man. They're promoting it. Don't tell me they're not promoting it, dudes. Ladies, you know what I'm talking about. Stick to the meat. But what I'm trying to say is that I'm very open to life with whatever is out there for me. And I want you to kind of, if you like, embrace that mentality of being open to things, letting things happen. And looking back and looking forward, looking right dead in the center of things, very happy about life, very grateful for a lot of things, and the world is our oyster. That's what I feel, baby. But once that shaman comes around and puts that little spell on you, ooh, it's a new game now. It is a new game. Because that's the thing with love, people think they can. Don't get it twisted. If you think you're going to go around and make love play by your rules, sister, brother man, love don't play that way. You think you're playing it by your rules, but you will end up, if you give into it properly, you end up playing by love's rules. And that's what I'm trying to, work on myself, because, you can always be like, I gotta be having this or that or being in this particular place. But if you just let go, and I'm trying to let go of that feeling and like prepare myself for when the time comes, when I meet that special lady, it'll be just hands off the wheel, baby. We're letting the Lord do the work here. We're gonna see where this ship goes. That's what that is. But if you think you're gonna go around and love's kitchen and start dictating what's gonna happen, what's not gonna happen, it don't go that way, son. Daughter, sons and daughters, brothers and sisters, really, cousins, the best. Loves that Mother Nature's magician, that little magician. Some people, they used to call him a Cupid. The Cupid with the bow and arrow situation. Cupid, man, that's another fella. We talked a little bit about Street Valentine. I saw Cupid a couple of times on the streets when I was younger, man. Saw Cupid. I didn't know what to make of him first. It's a little bit of, it'll put you off. Or on, depending on what kind of mood you're in. But Cupid's this fella, and I don't know, what do you guys think? Low-key, when I first met him, dude, I thought he was kind of a pervert, not gonna lie to you guys. A grown man with kind of like a childish figure, half-dressed, running around with a bow and arrow. Heart-shaped arrows, for that matter. It's not even regular. What are you doing? It leads to questions. You ask questions. What's he into? What's his motivation? What's he want to achieve? Is he in it for the game of love? Or does he want to sit there and just do a little bit of that voyeurism, man? Shooting you with that heart-shaped arrow later in the evening. You catch yourself with your lady or your man. You think you're all alone. Next thing you know, somebody's kneeling or just crouching in a corner, smoking a little cigarette, just getting off, just looking, enjoying from afar. If you want to do that sort of thing, there's a time and a place. Make sure people know. He's either a pervert or he's into voyeurism, which I guess, low-key, if we're being honest, if we're being totes honest, if you've ever watched porn, I guess we're all kind of into voyeurism a little bit. Just if we're being honest, let's not, so that's why I can't, I'm not gonna go ahead and call him a pervert or anything, but I'm just saying, first, when I met him, questions were asked. Internally, of course, didn't go up to him because it'd be weird. But if he is just doing it for the love, if he just wants to see people in love, and I'm okay with that. I'm all right with that. But don't linger on. That's the aspect that I'm a little bit iffy about. You know what I'm talking about? Don't linger on, homie. You make that little match made in heaven. You've done your part. Thank you very much. I don't need you to, I don't need you to sit in the corner and like, coach, faster, deeper. Where's that? What's that? What is that voice? And it's just, he's sitting in the dark. He can't really see. Unless he lights a cig, dude. Unless he lights a dart. Unless he lights a gasper. You heard it here first. But that's what we do around here, baby. No matter what the cause is, no matter what the motivation behind it is, if you find yourself, if that proper love happens, keep on fucking loving. Keep on going, because there's nothing sweeter. And if you're single out there, that's all right. It'll happen for you. No worries. Don't rush things. Don't think about it. Don't not think about it. Just open up your heart. Slice that bad boy open. Let it just put it out there a little bit. It's all right. It's completely gooch. That's what it is, man. What's happening this weekend? It is Saturday the 12th. Will be, I want to say, UFC 271, if I'm not mistaken, main event, which I'm looking forward to. Stylebender, Izzy Adesanya versus, if I'm not mistaken, Robert Whittaker. Main event. Bunch of other good fights going down as well, but that's what I'm looking forward to. Not gonna lie to you guys. It's exciting. Who do you guys think it's gonna take it, man? It'll be, when they're running it back for a second time. This is, and I'm no expert, just a fan. Fuck, dude, Izzy's so good. Izzy's really good. So are all the guys that like compete with, they're all good. Respect, shout out to everybody. And I'm not, not here to like, you're a pro, you're doing what you're doing, you know what you're doing. The highest levels. That's why I can't, it's hard for me to, if I were to, if gun in my head, bro, gun in my head, sword to my neck, gun to my head, sword to my neck, gun to my head, bro. Just, feeling intimidated if I had to pick someone, if I were to place a dollar amount on somebody, I'd go with, my gut says, God, it's a hard one, dude. It's a hard one. This one's gonna be a tight match, dude. I don't know if it's gonna, Stylebender is fucking great. Robert Whittaker is also a badass, so I can't pick. That's what it is. I guess, you know what, if you put a gun to my head and a, sword to my neck, I guess your boy's just gonna have to, you're pushing me, dog. You're pushing me, and you're asking me to make a decision that I'm not willing to do. All right, fine. You made me crack, dude. You cracked it open. If I had to put money on it, I'd go with Izzy, dude. It's just what it is. But, what do I know? Not much. Literally not much. I'm trying to figure it out every day. But that's happening on the weekend, man, on Saturday, so I'm excited for that. Super Bowl's going down in the Americas. All over the world, people watch, of course. I'm not going to sit here in front of you and be like, oh, I tossed the old pigskin around back in the high school days for a couple of times, not even on the team or anything, just for fun. I got good hand-eye coordination. What can I tell you? It's pretty decent. But that's as far as I've gone with football. I've never sat down to watch like a full game. If that's the thing, I enjoy sports. If we're sitting down, if it's a gang of peeps and we're whatevs and that's going down, the background or the foreground, I'll catch it, whether it's soccer, basketball, footy ball, all of it. But that's going down as well. I don't even know who's playing, but I believe it's the Super Bowl weekend as well. So enjoy yourselves is what I'm trying to say, and do it with love, do it with passion, do it with excitement. Watch that game hard. Open up your pupils and like really like take it all in. That's what I'm trying to say, baby. But love is the answer, and I know this is. It needs attention. It needs focus. It's not easy. It's not easy. And what did we learn this year and the year before that? If we don't have love, man. Well, what's the opposite of love and kindness? You know, what do you want to do? You want to hate and provide acts of unkindness? That's what I thought. I don't think so. First of all, a lot of extra work. Second of all, probably not good for your health, dude. If you're hating and like spreading unkindness, acts of unkind acts, you know, no bueno, dude. That's when you catch yourself coming out with a little, you know, what's this? It's a lump. You got a lump. Why? Because all the hate. Stop hating. Put out more love. You get rid of all. That's what it is, baby. Here we solve all of our issues with love, holistically, of course. Tired of having a UTI? Fix it with love. And if that doesn't work, see a doctor. Definitely see a doctor, dude. Don't let that hang around for too long, because that can, you know, can go sideways real quick. Drink cranberry juice also, but love is that's what we do, baby. You know? Got a weak bladder? Focus on it with love, baby. Fix it with love. That's what it is. Otherwise, you'd find yourself in a messy situation. You find yourself in a place where you're like, I can only tolerate and accept the things that are similar to me and my point of view and my perspective. And I'm only gonna love the things that I love. And your love's limited that way. Loving means to, you know, if you break it down, numerically speaking, love equates to 54, I think. You know? And what's 54? It's 5, 4, 9. Flip it around. What is that? It's a 6. I don't know where I was going with that either, but love is the answer, man. I believe it. I've seen it happen before. I've seen it in my life. I've seen it in other people's lives. And it's just nice to see it. Love is what got this world going in the first place. None of us would be here if it wasn't for love. That's why I say spend that extra time downtown. Don't just, you know, go in there all like ready to already bounce before you've even started. Camp out there. Take one of those helmets with a damn flashlight on top if you have to. Take a machete if you have to. Take a tent if you have to. You know? G marks the spot on this one. Find that treasure that belongs to you and you only. No one, that's what I do, baby. Reinforcing relationships. Nobody talks about this shit. They want you to be focused on what? Spend more time downtown, dude. Legit. Ladies, men, it'll solve like a good portion of your problems. I'm just saying. Welcome. That's what it is. I got you, baby. I got you. When everybody else is talking about who said what, who did this, who that, I got you, baby. I'm gonna focus on the real things, the realist, the real shit, the real raw shit. Emotions, feelings, thoughts, That's what it is, baby. Man. Can you get a job as, is that a thing? Can you do that? Be Cupid for a day? Or two, or whatever time period you want to do it for, you know? Is that a thing? Are there, how do you even get in? How did he get into it? Was there an ad somewhere that just said, oh, we're looking for a fellow who's gonna wear a bow and arrow and go out there hunting for love? But it's more of a catch and release. It's not even a full commitment. You're not even your job. So that's the best part of it. You don't have to carry too much. You don't have to bring too much back either. You just go spread the love. Qualifications. You might have to, know how to use a damn bow and arrow. That's for sure. You can't just be going around. I guess, maybe it's taught on the job. Who knows? Who knows, man? Ladies and gentlemen, we're almost halfway through February, baby. Believe it or not, we are almost halfway through February. And it's exciting, baby, because before you know it, it's going to be March. Weather's already getting a little bit nicer. Mind you, it keeps fluctuating between the winter conditions, and then you'll get a couple of glimpses of spring in there, just sprinkling itself in. But I'm excited for a new season. I'm excited for today, excited what tomorrow might bring for us, and moving forward. I just want to encourage everybody to approach everything with love, man, because if you go out there and you try to, like I said, man, again, I'm not an expert in anything, but if you try to tackle it from like, hey, if you just, go in there with like an ego, or you go in there with like doing things out of spite, just because you think, open up your heart, dude. Open up your heart, lady. And then you'll get that much more in return. You love people, people love you back. That's what it is. You make people's lives easier. People make your life easier. It's just very simple. Very simple. That's what it is. I pulled my back a little bit. Not gonna lie to you guys, I've actually pulled my back and my hamstring. A little tiny, it's not even anything major, but pulled my back in the shower and pulled my hamstring just the other day. Boy's getting a little stiff, dude. It's because, again, during winter time, you don't get to go around and like walk as much as you like or stretch as much as you like. And that's what it is. You catch yourself just getting a little bit squeaky, dude, around the, nooks and crannies. Just need a little bit of extra, DW40 or something. But that's all right. I'm going to stretch this bad boy out, and hopefully by tomorrow or Monday, it should loosen up. It's not a big deal, but I felt like sharing that with you guys as well. It's because I share everything. Keep it 100, baby. That's what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, what else could you do to improve a loving relationship? You can spend more time. You could, it's not even about spending more time, it's about quality time. You could listen more, fellas, including myself, listen more. Also ladies, listen more. Care for each other. How would you, what's a good way of showing love, man? Showing love. You could say I love you. It's very simple. You could just say it verbally, but you should have fun with it. You should say it more often. You should say it in public places. not for the sake of your relationship, but to test other relationships. You're just walking down you're going in the mall, you're going down into the grocery store with your boo. You're in the you're at the movies, waiting in line to get a popcorn or something. Just say, "I love you, baby," loud. "I love you, baby." And then go for a big old smooch. Because, that first of all, you're doing many things. You're showing that you love the person that you're with. Second of all, it'll create like a chain reaction. Because then other couples will see you. And if you see a couple kissing, you can't not start kissing. Because then there might be questions asked afterwards. "Oh, look at them. They're kissing in public. They're going to town in public." And then you want to also go to town in public. You want to just hold it down, and the next thing you know, the person in front of you, person behind you also happens to see. Then again, chain reaction. What do we have? Love. Lots of it. And yeah, it's always a little bit scary. Nobody wants to be that person that says, "I love you" in public really loud. But be the difference. Be the difference, man. Make other people a little bit uncomfortable if you have to reinforce the love in your relationship. Just if you're with your lady, just be like, "I love you, baby." Or if you're with your man, "I love you, baby." And then, start pointing to other couples, be like, "We're not like them. We're capable of verbally, expressing ourselves in the public," if that's a thing, if that works. I don't know where I was going with that. "I love you, baby. Look at these repressed mofos not saying I love you. Not like us. We're tight. We're tight. Tight knit." What else could you do? I'm not a big fan of, to each their own. Do what you want to do. I was going to say I'm not a big fan of materialistic, things. You don't have to go out there and like spend a whole bunch of money to show a person that you love them. But if you really love them, you open up the bag and just let them go to town, baby. That's love right there. That's limitless love, I think. Nothing, but at one point you do gotta, I guess that's the thing, baby, spice it up with items too. Buy cards, if you want to support that lifestyle, of course, to each their own. If you want to buy a card, if you want to make a card, if you want to buy flowers, if you want to plant a couple of seeds, come pick them out next spring, have them ready to go. That can also work. If you want to, what happens to all the flowers that, that's the thing with flowers too, dude. Buy all these flowers and then, a week or two goes by and then boom, they're in the garbage. What happened to our love? It's in the garbage. Not the love, the flowers. But cards can last forever almost. Given the conditions they're kept in and everything. Cards are good. Gifts in general, I'm not a big gift guy. I don't know. I prefer a good connection over anything. I don't need, but ladies are different. I'm a dude. I think ladies are different, right? They're different. Ladies are different too, so that's the thing. I don't know. Show your love with, keep it simple. Honestly, a nice, sexy dinner, a nice, beautiful, romantic dinner with a bottle of wine. If you guys are into that thing, if you smoke a little J, if you're into that thing, if you don't, you can just keep it all, virgin drinks, no problem. It's just the mood, baby. Dress up, wear something nice for a change. wear something nice, but also you could also, if it's just the two of you guys and you're doing date night still indoors because outside is a little bit limited, you can do a whole day of nakedness. Do a whole day of nakedness together. How fun is that? You're welcome. Ideas out there. Do a full day of nakedness. Buy the gifts if you're into that sort of thing. If you're not, you can just show love with other ways, preparing a meal. Put it on some tunes, listening to music, doing a little bit of dancing. A little bit of dancing, prancing, romancing, all that jazz. Baby, do it. Write a damn poem. Write something. Write something. Write a damn poem. Come up with a line or two. Roses are red. Violets are blue. Blood rushes through my head every time I think about you. Fucking romance. What else could you do? You could, if you experience, I prefer experiences instead of, going to, you could have a mix of both. You can have everything, but that's the thing. If I were to pick and choose, I prefer experiences. Going somewhere sounds much nicer to me than here's a gift or whatever. Because I'm not really a materialistic person, so that sort of thing doesn't really, it's nice, don't get me wrong, they're nice, of course, material things are lovely, but experiences are those are the things you remember. Material objects you can accumulate and it just adds on and loses it might not depending on how special it is or whatever it is, but experiences are the things that you remember. Get away somewhere if you like, if you can, and if not, that's completely fine, dude. That is completely fine, ladies. You can still have a ton of fun wherever you are, as long as you spice it up. Play a little bit of a game, baby. Play a little bit of Naked Twister with when was the last time you played Naked Twister with your partner? Bet you it's been a while, hasn't it? Bet you it's been a while. You're welcome. Fuck, dude, I'm like fucking killing it right now. I could be a fake doctor on TV, dude. I'm telling you right now, I could be a fake doctor on TV, just giving out solid advice. Advice that I will definitely down the line use myself. You think I'm not going to spend time on the downtown? You think I'm not going to play Naked Twister? You think I'm not going to play some tunes, make some din-din? Don't get it twisted, baby. I play by love's rules. I don't make my own. When it comes to love, trying to. Love is for the free-spirited people. Love is for, that's the thing. I think the essence of love is anti-materialistic, sort of, kind of. Love is just, it's natural. It's just in nature. It's provided for you by Mama Nature. Other things, and not to, I'm not against it. I'm open to everything as much as I can be. But love before even marriage came along, love was that original man, I just feel this inside for you. I just feel this inside. Check out that dinosaur. Let's run into a cave or something, Or look at that Bengal tiger. Let's run into a cave or something. What is that, a woolly mammoth? Let's run into a cave or something. That was love. Man, our feet are gross. We're just walking around in dirt in the bush. But if I don't look at your feet, I love you. Back in the day, they would say that. Couldn't look at each other's feet and be in love, dude. It'd be gross. I don't care who you were back then. Woolly mammoth time? time when the woolly mammoths were around and we were walking around too, just, you know, a lot of, you know, DIYs of back then. Oh, what's this? A dead squirrel. Let's strap it on for a pair of shoes. What? That's been with us forever. Before we even knew, before we even had the words to express it, we felt it. You know, animals feel it. That's one of those things, man. We're, hey, deep down inside, it's on primal level. We are all animals too, so that's what that is. You see it. You see it in dogs. You see it in leopards. You see it in sheep. You see it in roosters and hens and chickens and monkeys. Fucking monkeys. Not like fucking monkeys, dude. Don't go do that, dude. It was that, and between the monkeys and Cupid going around shooting people with the same rusty heart-shaped arrow, that between that and the monkeys, that's how AIDS and hepatitis got around in the 80s, baby. So stay off that stuff. But besides that, if you can just, man, I think that's why they put a stop to Cupid. He was just going around like reusing. Yeah, his intentions were probably good. He was all about like reuse, recycle. He'd shoot you in the ass, go retrieve it, and then reload and then reshoot again. But down the line, people started getting sick, man. That's, yeah, no bueno. But maybe that's what it is. Get him different. Maybe that's what it is, man. Get him different arrows. Maybe we could have him on the streets again. Teaming up with Street Valentine, baby. That's a nice, that will make a great, like, partner movie. Not because it's not going to be a cop movie, but it would be like a nice Street Valentine and Cupid just fucking walking down the street, baby. Just walking down the street, taking care of business, the love business. You see it, man. You see it in animals. Animals are lovely, and that's what it is, man. It doesn't even necessarily mean go out there and just treat everybody with love. Treat yourself with love, first of all. That's one of the most important things. If you don't love yourself, it is very hard to love other people, and it takes time, takes effort, takes work. Something that I'm also working on as well, which is, it's a work in progress. I'm got a good, decent relationship, healthy relationship to a good extent with myself, in terms of like when I'm calming down on myself and when I'm just, easing off a little bit, like it's all right, it's all right, just keep making it better, all that jazz. But it is something that I'm hoping to be able to share with somebody whenever it happens, and really let go, just in terms of let the love take it where it takes it. Because reflecting back on everything, at least the past, it's been a while that your boy's been single, and this is actually the longest time I've ever been single in my life, which had its pros, and I've had the time to come up with the cons as well. So putting everything on the scale and balancing it out, it's definitely, love is essential. So that's what that's what it is, baby. Your boy's still very optimistic, open-hearted, open-minded about a lot of things. One thing, if we're on the subject of love, ladies and gents, somewhat related, we've briefly mentioned this maybe before, but the more I think about it, I don't think polygamy would be the right mode of relationship for this dude. I don't know about you guys, whatever you guys are working with out there, good on you. But never dabbled in it, but I was a little bit curious, not gonna lie to you. was a little bit curious, but just thinking about everything, it's already like, to those who like, that's the thing. I don't think there's anybody doing it like professionally. You know what I'm talking about? It might be something you can dabble in, but longevity wise, it's doesn't look too good for anybody. Doesn't really look too good for anybody. And you got to play it evenly too. You can't just like, that's the thing. You can't just be like, well, I'm gonna, be with my lady and then have side pieces, because then that you'd have to open up the game for your lady to be with you and also have side pieces, which right there, that's some people are like, nah man, it's just me, my lady, and I got my side pieces and she's not allowed to have. That's weird. Or again, to each their own. I don't know, man, but I'm just saying, reflecting on everything, trying to learn and grow, the more I think about it, just even as it might sound fun for like a couple of seconds, but that's pretty much it. Just a couple of seconds of maybe thinking about it. Otherwise, me personally, man, I can't even hang out with like, I'm not a big fan of big groups or crowds. If we're doing something like productive, we're like having fun, this, that, and the other, that's fine. But like, get with different people. My God, again, talk about, that's what it is. Talk about, two people, you're already juggling 6-7 realms here. Add a couple other people around here, that's too many realms, too many layers, too many dimensions. I don't care. I don't care that much. To be honest, I can't be full. So that's learning, growing. That's through. That's the thing. Sometimes you don't even need to necessarily practice something or even like do something to figure out that it's not for you or that it's not. But then to each their own, dude. If you're a lady or if you're a fella out there rocking and rolling, just slanging, just taking numbers, giving digits, punching cards, you got like a little program like the local coffee shop, try 6 times to 7 times free, or like, that's love. But that's again, love comes in different forms. All I'm saying is treat yourself good, treat other people good, and we should all be gooch, baby, back to normalcies in no time. In no time. Love, love, love is what will make this world go round and round and round again. Not that it stopped going round, but love is that. Again, nature's lubricant, baby. It just makes things go a long way better and smoother. That's what love is. So remember this, let love be the fuel for your engine, fellas, ladies. And what are your thoughts? What do you guys think? Leave a comment if you like. Hit the like buttons if you like. Follow me on the Instagrams if you like. Click subscribe on YouTube if you like. Check out Patreon if you like. And your boy's gonna be back here again on Monday. We're here every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Is there anything else that I'd like to say to you guys for today? No, that is all. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you for being a part of my journey, letting me be a part of yours. I'll be back here again on Monday. In the meantime, have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Enjoy whatever you're doing, whether you're checking out the UFC, whether you're checking out the Super Bowl, whether you're anywhere else in the world celebrating Valentine's weekend or Valentine's Day on Monday. Congratulations. Fucking go to town, baby, and stay downtown. I'll talk to you guys very soon. Peace out, everybody.